Because just to say, this is not the actual hands-on, this is just a quick teaser. Hope that's okay. Right, here we go. Just wondering how easy it might be to open one hand. Documentation. Let's see. Charger. Just setting up for the first time. Well, you can sort of open with one hand now. It's not entirely convincing because you can still see it move. We're not here to nitpick, but I think it's feels quite robust. In the center, this whole area is a little bit, could do with a little bit more support. I've only held it for a few seconds and you can really see the fingerprint. Definitely a different texture to the old one. You probably can't see on the video. It's a little bit more slippery and less rubber grippy. Okay, so just managed to get into Windows. This machine is eerily quiet. Very used to all the Intel machines making noise by the time you first set up. I mean, we're internet connected already, so it's that's the first feedback. Super quiet. Texture-wise, it feels a little bit different to the T14s. Not sure if the texture might over time wear off, but we'll see, give it time. The keyboard feels okay. Maybe not as much travel as some of the older ThinkPad like T480, but it's still very good. Yeah, so no matter how heavily you press it, the sound doesn't seem to resonate down to the table, which is good. Oh, good. Some feedback on the click button, not too loud and not too quiet. And oh, good. Feedback and not too noisy click buttons, good. Okay, no upward firing speakers, but I think the speakers, it's pretty decent. They moved the speakers to either side of the base. 400 nits screen, low powered one. It's an IR webcam version. The webcam cover is hard to use. And just to say, people, this, yeah, still hard to use, but it's there. It covers the one on the right. Generally, it feels really quite good quality. The only thing I would say is basically if you tap this, it feels quite robust, but there's one weakness. That feels robust. That feels could be a little bit more robust there. Really not heard the fan spinning up. That's eerily quiet. We're on a 45 watts charger. I haven't actually got the charger out yet. 16 gig of RAM. If I went to Wi-Fi AX, I think you can take this card and put it into auto modus as well. It's an integrated graphics play. It seems to go up. We'll have a play later with the charger that's 65 watts. Made the charger newer again, but I mean, we're just plugged in an old one. See how it does. First impression, it's just so quiet. That's a T490 on the right, and we'll just put this one on top of the T490 just to give you a sense of the. So the newer model is actually seems quite similar. If you can just gently lift it up. Quite similar size. It's definitely a lighter chassis than the bigger normal T model. I think as you can see, it's more flat design, whereas the T series the older ones seem to reach upwards a little bit. Okay, so even though the new model, the speaker is not upwards firing, it's still quite good, it seems. The volume-wise, it's a little bit quieter, maybe 2-3 decibels at the peak, I would probably suggest at this point, than the T490, which had upward firing speakers. But the sound output is a little bit cleaner, and on the Moonlight Sonata, between maybe 10 and 14 seconds, you can hear slight hiss and distortion noise, whereas you can't really hear it on the new T14. Anyway, need more time to have a play, but yeah, it's encouraging.